In this quick video, I'll show you a common mistake that many websites make while implementing the structured data or schema markup on their website. So for this, we'll take an example of a landing page, which is a local course page, and we're going to copy the URL and paste it in the schema markup validator. I think like most of the SEOs using this tool to validate their schema markup, the code. So we can like start with this code and see what are the schema markup that they are using and whether it has any errors or not. So currently, if you see, like there is only the primary course schema markup which is implemented on the landing page, and which is showing as no errors or warnings in this testing tool. And you can see like there are lots of information about the course and the landing page which is given in the schema markup code. And if you see, like it's also labeled as local business organization, and lots of other elements and information is there. So from like by looking at this structured data like schema markup validator results, we can see that okay, like we can think of like there is no error, so we can just implement on the website. But that's not the whole story. So what I would recommend is like you should also test the schema markup in the rich results testing tool. So actually that will help you to understand like how Google is actually interpreting your the schema markup code, and whether it is like preventing any rich results from showing on the Google or not. So which is also important to test. So what we're going to do is like we are just going to copy the same URL and paste it in the rich results testing tool. So once the page loads, like it will look something like that. I've already loaded it like because it will take some time to load. So for example, like first hand, we are just going to see like what are the schema markup that they are using on the page, and also whether this schema markup has any like syntax error or not. So there is no syntax error and no technical error from the code currently. But if we see in the rich result testing tool, we are seeing a lot of different invalid items found in the code. So what are they? Like if you open the course info, which is like having some issues, and let's open the detected items. So you can clearly see that like for this course, like the course schema markup, it should also mention the course intents and offers within the schema markup, like which is missing from the schema markup in the implementation on the website. Also, if we see if there are any other like issues, okay, in the organization, we are also seeing the address is missing from the organization. So what they have done is like they're using the local business organization schema type, but they have not mentioned the address, which is also very important to like be eligible for the rich results in Google. So that's what this tool is going to show you. So what I would again recommend you that do not only use this schema markup validator to validate whether your schema implementation is okay or not. Use both this tool. They have some different purposes as well. So you'll get the whole idea about the schema markup and implementation as well. So for example, in this case, this website might think that, okay, I have done the schema, like core schema, which is good, and there is no error. But in reality, like there are some that can be improved, like by adding the address or the adding the course has instance. So which is there, yeah, course intents and offers. So both this element should be added also. So by looking at this, like we can get the whole idea about like whether the implementation is going to work or not. So that is what I would recommend you also to check both the tool for your schema markup implementation.